Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Jelly is Sticky, where last time we completed Chapter 5, and therefore unlocked Chapter 6, which I presume will start here. So let's take a look at redistribution. Interesting. I understand. I'm controlling two sets of me with two eyeballs, and so I could split myself like that and still control both halves in order to complete that one, sure. And now I'm also controlling the grape in there. I'm going to choose not to move him just yet. Instead, check out a puzzle called Maze. Alright, so what is the trick? The trick is that there's going to be stickiness if I am not careful. And so I need to find a path where both of these delicious jellies can manage to avoid getting next to another jelly that they would stick to, while navigating my way to the place with the things and stuff, namely the final exit tile that I'm going for over here, just like this. Okay, that was reasonably straightforward. This is nice to warm up to start the day today. Body swap. Okay, I'm controlling both of them. And so I could kind of like change some things around a little bit like that. Yeah, and then I could change some things around like that. Okay, I'm controlling both, so I could just go ahead and do this. And we're almost correct now. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so it seems like the theme here might be a theme of, I guess, like all the eyeballs. Like you're controlling multiple jellies at once. And speaking of, they do want to be in this order. And right now, grape is a little bit of a problem. Okay, now they're all in the correct order. And if I just go northward, I could get them all at the same height as well. And sure, why don't I just go ahead and do things like this? Solved. Alright, so I think I got the gist. Let's see what we got. Gemini, spelled weirdly. Okay, solved together. And, right. Together, I think I'm just going to look with my own personal eyeballs at the grape jelly, because I think that's going to be the difficult one since it doesn't stick. And then I think I'll be able to kind of rescue... Oh, look at that! Rescue the strawberry on the right-hand side. It just so happens that it worked out perfectly, and then strawberry solved itself. Great! We're going to call that a happy accident. I notice that I'm controlling a grape who's on the inside. Shuffle! Oh my goodness. So we probably have to take advantage of stickiness here somehow? Yeah, I imagine. What is even the right way to think about this? I'm going to try to get coconut to the left first, I guess. Which it seems like I'm kind of almost doing, except for the strawberry over there. Can the coconut stick to the straw? I guess the coconut can do that. Okay, so the coconut is all the way on the left, and the orange is all the way there, too. And now that one's all the way there. Okay, this was actually easier than I expected it was going to be. Once again, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Dance of 4. Okay, so it's like the maze one, but now with 4 simultaneous sets of constraints to avoid going in the lava. Oh boy. This is... I don't see how to do this, maybe. I'm just kind of taking whatever options I see available that is like a new step that they can all go without any of them falling in the lava. And that's kind of the only strategy, if you can even call it that I'm using at this moment in time. So I'm just looking at all 4 each time. But this seems to be, actually, I think that's going to solve it. Not quite. I have to still do a circle around, maybe? Yes, there we go. Okay, so just looking carefully with my eyeballs. Still not bad. I have more eyeballs than are necessary here. More eyeballs than are necessary here. It's so often the case that I get to speak words that I was not expecting to speak on a given day. Okay, so I can just do this in order to connect you like that, sure. However, in order to break off the others, right, okay, then things are going to get weird. That'll still... No, that won't work. Actually, it almost would work. It almost would work. I'm going to see if I can do something clever-ish that is totally not going to work. Yeah, that did not work. Okay, let's try a different strategy. What's my different strategy? I'm not sure yet. Maybe I want to get the left-hand side kind of connected correctly first, and then work on the right-hand side? That seems plausible. So what if I did that? Yeah. Then, okay, now I understand. Now when I move to the left, the top portion is going to break itself. So instead of doing that, which is wrong, I forget I have an undo key, so I might as well visualize it. I should do this, and that gets them all correctly. Okay, great. Once again, I feel like I lack the sufficient vocabulary to make this extremely compelling in terms of how am I going to keep it alive? Oh, I see, okay. Okay, this is cool. Lack the vocabulary to do good Let's Play commentary. Okay, so basically I can only move twice in a direction at once, kind of, is the gist of what's going on here. And so I just need to find... Ooh. I need to actually have been south of this guy. Yeah, let's undo. I think here I actually want to be going south. But then I can't go right enough. But I can fix that. Not right at the moment, though. Okay, I think I need to back up again. So when I was here... Suppose I did this. No, how am I going to get farther to the right? Okay, so I think everything was fine up until here. Then in order to be far enough to the right, I think I do need to do this, I think. Then I need to come down here. Then I have enough space to actually get around this guy. And then do a little dodgy thing again to get around this guy. And then... I guess I want to go here. But then I also want to bump my head again, possibly? So that I can go farther down? Does that seem right? No, I don't think so. So when I was here... Maybe I just want to go here. This seems pretty good. And then... I can get one further to the right, but... No, actually now I need to get the ability to move upward. But I have to also be able to move rightward. And then I could move here. But now I can't move... I still need to get higher. So in order to be able to move higher, it'd have to be like this. Oh, now I can just go up, up, right, right. And then if I go... Okay. I need to move up again. Come on, words. There we go. Okay, neat. Again, hard to articulate exactly the strategies I'm using, but you can see the outcome. Some of these puzzles are very large. I'm kind of surprised that they choose not to... Do I have a mouse cursor that's being captured? I do. I'm surprised that they like leave so much at the top and the bottom of the puzzle. Like, this space, I guess it's because of the text that could have been here, but you could have zoomed in on this puzzle a lot larger and still fit it on the screen just fine. And I feel like it would be a bit more readable. There's a bit to the UI I think I've talked about, just kind of like the visual artifacting of like seeing a glint on the edges or whatever. But I do like the animations. I like the bounciness of the various jellies and whatnot. Okay, so there are 3 coconutty things over there that seem to be perhaps our only goal. This coconut is currently all jammed up. Can't move up, down, left, or right. And it looks like I might be like intentionally killing some of myself. Oh, I just killed an orange one. Oh, I killed the orange one and there's an orange thingy there. Are there any other thingies that I am not seeing? Let's imagine not. Yeah, it's glowing. Okay, so there's an orange one there, and so basically I can't move north through here. So this guy is going to have to... Oh, I guess just... Well, he can't shear himself. So if he were to come over here, he would be able to push all this stuff to the left and then let this guy go. Okay, so I think that's it. So why is it not just this guy walking around? So I'm just going to focus on the guy I am controlling and try to get him through this maze in any way that seems possible. And that doesn't seem too bad. Then he comes over here, he pushes these out of the way, and then, oh. Then the other guy also has to do the entire maze, I understand. Relay race, yes. Okay, so the name of the puzzle. Oh, neat! And so this puzzle is going to work out the other way now with a different shape, which is going to have to take a different path based on the fact that it has a different shape. It kind of witnesses the various obstacles differently than the first coconut slices did. So I have to rethink my strategy in terms of the ways that I navigate through this maze, but once again, I feel like I'm mostly seeing it pretty well. There we go. Neat. Okay. Moving team. I see, I'm controlling both of these guys. We just have to get the one grape to the right-hand side. And in order to get around corners, I'm going to need stickiness for pulling and pushing and whatnot. So it feels like orange wants to be going in there first. So orange, why don't you go in there first since you are the stickiest? Then let's get the grape coming in behind you, and then you can pull, and I can push, and you can pull, and then you go around that corner, maybe, and I will push, and you pull, and I guess I have to do this so that I can push, and then you can pull. I will push, you will pull. Okay, I think we've got something going on here. The key insight was sticking orange in first, since he's the one capable of pulling with his stickiness. Alright. Nice and straightforward. Each of these requires like a little bit of a particular insight, but has been relatively easy is maybe too strong, but not too difficult. But I'm happy to be making progress because there are many puzzles in this game. I think I saw at the beginning, like, I didn't start the video already, but I think there's like 314 puzzles, and I was about like 100 of them through at the start of this video. At the end, I'll try to remember to actually capture the count. So these oranges are sticky, and I need to get them out of the way, and so how is that ever going to happen? Yes. So it's only going to be the grape that they stick to. And so I probably have to use that to my advantage at some point. I might see what I want to do, which is, I think I want strawberry over here. Now how do I pull this out of the way? Yeah, because I could push this over here, and then grape could get this all stuck together as one, and then strawberry could be up here to do some pushing. No, strawberry doesn't need to do any pushing. All strawberry needs to do is get out of the way for a moment, if possible. Not sure if that's going to be possible. I want things that I don't know that I can have. Here we go. Strawberry got out of the way. Grape got in front. And now both of them have reached the exit. Perfect. It's perfection. Okay, there's a bunch of guys in there. I couldn't really see what was in there, but there's more puzzles to solve over here, and so that is what I choose to do next. So, forbidden strawberry. Let's ignore the guy up top for the moment. If I could just pull this over here, we would be done. Except the guy at the top died, which constrains how far to the right I can move. So I need to construct a barrier wall such that I will be able to press to the left and not have my bottom guy that I'm controlling moving to the left while the top guy does back up to the left, I think is what I'm seeing. So it seems like in order to do that, all I would need to do is something like this. Ooh. I have to get the... is that even possible now? Okay, I moved him back over. Yeah, and then I can move him back over. Okay, great. And so now... Well, now we're back in the same spot, though. I built this kind of wrong, but I can fix it. Suppose I do this. Great. Now I have room to reach over here and grab this and pull it back, and everything's fine. Okay. Cool. Forbidden orange. Similar idea, but this time the coconut is going to stick to the orange, which is going to make crafting... Oh, and also... And also the coconut shapes are not as friendly for my goal because I can't just stick two of them over here for a variety of reasons. Let's ignore the top guy for just a second. I just want to kind of see... Yeah, It's kind of hard to even kind of like play around. Let's see if I just had one of them. Like, I can do this and move him back, sure. But that's still not enough for me to get over to the right without killing the top guy. And I don't know how I would ever stick the other coconut in here or get more leverage. Orange sticks to coconut. What I need to do is fish it out this way. Let's ignore the top guy for just a moment, just to get a sense of how this is going to work. And so I could do this and then scrape it off. But then how would I scrape orange off of the edge of the coconut? I would need him to have done things differently by... Here's an idea. Grabbing it from the top. That doesn't really do what I want to do. Could I have stuck in a piece of coconut with the other coconut? No. Alright, we got some problems. Ah, that's a way to scrape off. Leave the coconut like half sticking out. Okay. So then in that case, if I were to do this, I could move that guy back to the left. I could reach over here, grasp that. I could scrape off one side. I could pull the coconut out a little bit farther. Oh. We got problems. I'm trapped. I can untrap myself. But only so much. Is there a way that I can get this piece of coconut off my left-hand side? Don't think there is, and so I think I'm kind of... Oh, I can do this now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Look at that. It's great. Everything's fine. I can have coconut trapped on my left-hand side. It's no problem at all. Okay, let's do some counting. Strawberry targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many do I have here? 14. So all of the strawberry jam, or jelly, as the case may be, needs to get over in there. And the trouble is, some of it is already to the left of my eyeballs. And so I need to make sure that it's going to get kind of dragged along with me appropriately or something. Also, I only have 5 eyeballs, and there are 5 northern squares, and so I feel like I'm going to need to use the eyeballs to do that. Okay, I think I understand what's going on. So, the rightmost 3 strawberries are 3 that can end with an upward move, and so I think I need to send these 3 in there. Then there are 2 strawberries that end in an upward move, and so I think I need to send these in there. Then there are 4 strawberries that end in an upward move, so I need to send these in here. Then there are 2, so I send these in. And then there are 3, so I send these in. So it was just kind of recognizing the patterns and realizing that I was going to have to press up at the end and have the eyeballs in the right slots in order to succeed at that puzzle. And I did! They call me the succeeder at puzzles. Ooh, slice. I need to get each of the individual strawberry jellies into the bottom and then somehow compose them such that orange gets sheared on them. Okay. I think I just spoke words that seem interesting and plausible. So my idea basically begins something like this. Actually, this is a little bit dangerous, but it's fine. I think it begins something like this. Okay, I sheared off 1 slice of orange, which is great. Now I would like to shear off another slice, and that's going to be difficult, isn't it? Is it even possible now? Oh, right, orange doesn't stick to strawberries. So I could do that. And then, can I, like, unshear my... Oh, no. Can I... Okay. Sticking all my strawberries together. I lost some capabilities. So let's... Actually, I think I can afford to lose a strawberry, and I would still be able to do what I seek to do here. Namely, if I do this... Great. There's another orange in its correct spot. That orange is in its correct spot. And this orange is in its correct spot. And the game tells me I'm great. And I agree, I am great. Good job, me. Equipoise. So I just have to... Well, I see what I'm doing. So the lava on the outside is the danger. And so I need to find sets of moves that enable these guys to switch positions. Okay. Oops. Alright, that was not the cleverest move I've ever made in the history of puzzle games. I don't know exactly what I want to do. Let's suppose I did this, and I'm doing that because, well, Seems bad. It seems like I'm just getting them farther apart. Yeah, that's bad. When they're too far apart, then they're all going to end up in the lava. That's no good. So I guess if I want to try to get them closer together... Well, it's kind of also almost impossible right now. Aha! Here's a spot where I can get them closer together. Almost. No. So I think I do need to move them slightly farther apart, probably to the left-right, since the puzzle is wider than it is tall. And then having done that, here we go. Now I can get them closer together on this axis. And in fact, I probably want them like this. And then... now they're closer on this axis. And that's actually correct. Okay, great. Great. Okay. Why? No left turn. Oh, the guy on the left-hand side. I didn't even see him originally. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, no left-hand turn. I get it. Okay, that was bad. So I need to go right before I can go down. Now, if I want to go right again, I can't. But I can go down, left, up, and then go right. And then I'd like to go up, but I can't. But I could... what? Down. Can't go left. Right. Could go left. Now I can go up. Okay, got it. And I can go right. And then what? Can't go up. Can't go down. Could go left or right. Ah, but if I go right, then left, then I can go up, then down, and then I can go left. And then I can go left, right, and then I can go down. Okay. These puzzles are very constrained. And so long as you are looking with your eyes, I feel like the puzzle leads you toward the correct solution most of the time. Okay. So far as I can tell, if I just get the big piece of coconut in the upper right, it feels like the rest of the puzzle is going to kind of solve itself, so I'm going to attempt to do that. It might be easier said than done. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see where there are some problems. Okay, so I finally have it now where I can move this one to the right. Okay, that actually was not bad at all. So it was just a matter of, oh, I'm not done yet. So let's see. I need to move the bottom guy one to the left while the top guy is there. So basically the bottom guy needs to move. I need the two eyeballs vertically aligned. Is it possible for me to vertically align the eyeballs? Yes. If I then go to the left-hand wall, now they're vertically aligned. Now they are not. Now they're vertically aligned. If I move down here, they're still vertically aligned. And now I can just move up, and that doesn't change the orientation of the outer coconut, and we have solved it. Great! Alright, one more in this chaotic mess. Ice puzzle. I see the hole. It is top center. I'm trying to highlight it with the mouse. So, suppose I move left. That happens. So it's a sliding puzzle. And so I'm moving the hole around. And so if I just think about moving the hole around, I'm just going to try to get the hole somehow to end up over in the direction of where that is. I might be able to plan some moves to try to make that happen. I'm very close now, like I could be there. But let's see if I can do better. Here we go. Success! Okay. So I was basically just trying to move the hole and imagining that it's sliding to the end of the opposite of the direction that I press. And I don't know that I described that very well, but I played Ricochet Robot is a tabletop game that involved sliding robots that run into walls that I've played a lot of, and that puzzle was very familiar to me. Okay, it looks like I'm trying to solve this puzzle in the middle now, which involves, at first, getting 3 orange guys in here. There's 2 of them. Here comes the 3rd one. There's some grape over there that I don't want, so I'm scraping it off. So next I want to try to get some coconut. So there's a bit of coconut, and let's scrape off some more grape. There's another bit of coconut. And I can probably get this bit of coconut in there. And then finally, for grape, let's do this. If I just press down, 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 okay, there is another grape right there. And now I can move him down, and that solved it. Great. Okay, so I was just kind of looking in the upper left. Oh, that was it. That was completed chapter 6. Wow. We did that in, I think, under 32 minutes. So that is great success. I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you all are having a great day. And I'll see you again soon with more Jelly is Sticky. For now, bye-bye.